Greetings, everyone. It's me. I don't even know where that came from. I'm sorry. Inexcusable behavior. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been a while since I saw you last. Not for not wanting to make a video. It's just that for the first time in my life, I had a phone more or less die on me, and it was almost unusable. So I went a good couple of weeks without a phone that was able to film videos, and that's how I film my videos. I've said that before. So I wanted to wait until I could buy a phone outright instead of monthly payment plans that we all fall into. So I waited a couple of weeks and I bought a phone outright with mega memory in it so I could film long videos. So if you think my videos are long now, so I'm trying to see where I look into here. Is it here? This new phone, I don't know where the lens is. I think it's here. Lots of memory. So in the phone, lots of memory. Not memory. Well, there's some memories in the phone already, but lots of memory. So I could probably fill a 2-hour video, unlike my last phone, which could barely hold a 30-minute video. And also, I don't know if my mic's working. We'll see if it's compatible. We're gonna find out together. So first of all, cheers, everyone. Let's say all cheers to my new phone camera. Cheers. All right. At the end of me showing you vinyl, it's going to be a bit of a rant, but it's informative. It's an informative rant. It's an informer rant. I'm going to trademark that. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I don't know how to time code, so I don't know. You can skip until my face turns bloody red, and then you'll know I'm at my rant. So anyways, yeah, so I didn't have a phone, and then, like I said before, my dog passed away. In the meantime, we got a new dog, and it's been, life has been hectic. And there, did you know also something else, that there's a pandemic out there as well? I'm trying to look here. I'm sorry. It's just this new phone is so friggin' big that I don't know where the hell I'm looking here. I'll get used to it. Anyways, I hope my mic's working, because if it's not, I'll be fucking pissed. And I'm already mad. But I've had amazing vinyl finds. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then you should, because NAZZ_NOMAD gets you to see all these friggin' thrift store finds as I find them at the stores. That's what I do for you. And just to fill content. But I've had some amazing finds. It's been extraordinarily really good lately. So I'm going to show that to you right now. I'll get to it. I'll friggin' get to it, eh? Anyways, thanks for watching, by the way. If you're choosing one of my videos, thank you, because I appreciate it. There's a lot of vinyl channels out there that are all about So, watch me. There's a lot of other good people out there too. I'm going to do a video one day with my favorite channels. And, you guys all know who it is out there. And all the people I don't. All right. There's a few new records to get to. I haven't been buying a ton of new records. Excuse me. But because I've been saving up for this phone that was very expensive and other things in life. But I did pick this up on Friday. And I couldn't play it for 4 days because my turntable was out of service, which is part of my rant. You take away the ability for me to play vinyl, and it did. Anyways, Pink Floyd live at Knebworth 1990. It was a very short set they did. It was part of a big charity event. What do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks, and in fact, money takes up all of one side because it's kind of an extended thing. But Candy Duffler plays saxophone, not bass. Plays saxophone on it, which was really neat. She had her own take on the sax solo from Money, which was really good. It didn't stray too far, but it was different enough that it was really enjoyable. I have to say, I go into Pink Floyd live albums now. I haven't bought the reissued Pulse, and I haven't bought the reissued, I can't remember, was it not Delicate Sound of Thunder? The other one. Yeah, the other one. Because I have them, and the post Roger Waters live albums can be, you know. But I took a gamble on this one, and I'm very happy I did, and I highly, highly recommend this album for Pink Floyd live document. It's concise. It's like what did I say? 7 tracks? 7 tracks. And it's short, concise, and the performances are just spot on. And I listened to this last night, and I loved it. And I can't say that about, you know, the 3 other live albums they did post Roger Waters. They're okay, but there's some of the newer material they were doing in those sets were kind of suspect. But they did Sorrow on here, which is really good. And I think it's probably one of the best newer post Roger Waters songs they did. So Nazz Nomad, aka David Michael, get this threads off of here. This is a recommendation. That's a lock. Nazz David's lock of the day. And and the other thing too, another reason why I loved it so much was Dave Gilmour was involved in the remastering of it, or whatever it was, mastering. And it sounds, I played it on my more or less kind of I have a new stereo system setup that I got going on, but it just filled the room. It filled the room, and it was just fantastic. And the sound was great. I loved it. And I can say for once that I have a live document from 1990, post Roger Waters, that's absolutely phenomenal. So that's good. Also, I got this. Back when I owned a record store, this album came out, and I had it on vinyl, and then I just never picked it up. It's one of those things I talk about. You lose concept of when things are going to go out of print nowadays, since vinyl has come back. And I've talked about this before. So there was no concept of things are going to go out of print. You know, they'll print 5,000 and then that's it. That's the print run, and they're not going to repress it and da-da-da. And then I ended up not getting this, and I like the album. And people, this is going to be part of another video I'm going to make called, I don't want to say it because someone will do it. So it's a half-baked idea anyways. So I'm looking over here like my old camera, like my old phone. It's over there. It's Van Halen, A Different Kind of Truth. This is an unofficial bootleg, but it's a very, very well done bootleg. And I don't care about it's a bootleg. If they don't want to reissue it, let people spend $200 on eBay, because I'm not. I paid $29.99, I think. Maybe it was a little bit less, a little bit more, sorry. But I don't care. It's red vinyl, which I don't really give a shit about. But it's a digital source, obviously. But it sounds really good, and I like the album. Sorry, a lot of people like to dump on this album, but I think it's just fine. I quite enjoy this album. So there. I think it's trendy for people to bag on it without really knowing. I mean, if you've listened to it over and over again and you agree that if you think it sucks, then fine, fair enough. But you know, a lot of people read reviews online without really hearing it, and they form their own opinion. It's the internet age. So I love that album. A couple more new ones. Lee Morgan, Search for the New Land. I had to pick this up. I've been watching that Lee Morgan documentary that's on Netflix. I've been watching it like over and over again every other day because I love it so much. And it's kind of got me more into his albums. And this was a damn good price, brand new, $24.99, whatever it was. Search for the New Land, and it is Wayne Shorter's on it, and Grant Green, Herbie Hancock, Billy Higgins, Reginald Workman. What a band that backs him on this album. And this is another, for jazz vinyl, this is another 5-star. I don't know what the gun did with. How does that figure into this? It's a shoot 'em up, lock. You got this is a must-have album. So there you go. Forbidden, the Forbidden catalog has been reissued, and this came out. This was their second album. I showed you previously the first album that came out. They were Bay Area thrash band. They kind of were like the second wave of the Bay Area thrash bands, I think. They were kind of early on, but they didn't kind of get signed or break big for a little bit. But I showed you their self-titled album, and then this is their second album, which is a thrash metal masterpiece called Twisted into Form. I just can't believe they're reissuing these albums, and there's an audience because these are selling out on the first print run. So forbidden for Bay Area thrash bands. Everyone thinks of Slayer and Exodus and da-da-da-da-da. You know, dig a bit deeper. Go for the Death Angels. Go for the Forbiddens. Bands like that. There's a hell of a lot more out there. This album I got to talk about really quickly. I think it's my last new one. It is. There's a guy who runs a vinyl or an audiophile forum, which I don't really get into those a lot, but it's a guy called Michael Fremer. I do like his videos, and he writes a column, and I can't remember what his channel's called. You guys, I'll put it in the link, which I'll say that, and I'll never do it. But I do think he's kind of annoying sometimes, but he kind of knows what he's talking about, and a lot of labels go to him for opinions on vinyl presses and stuff like that, and source material. And he featured this as his #1 best sounding album that he uses to showcase turntables when he goes to audio. You know, they pay him to go to audio fairs, whatever you want to call them, and he'll go there and he'll play this album on vinyl, and it's amazing. There is the one he talks about is it's a 45 RPM pressing, and then the one just below that one is this one I'm holding here. It's the only one that I can get currently. Is this is on Pure Pleasure vinyl, and if you see the sticker I'm going to show you right away, if you see that in a store for a reissue, pick it up. It's the highest quality that you can get. It's up there with Tone Poet, but a little bit more. And I'm going to shock you with this title. It's very un-me. Now it's Duke Ellington Masterpieces, and I bought it without even hearing a note of the music. I took his word for it. If this guy, who's been one of the most highly regarded audiophile guys for the last 30, 40 years, if he says it's the best sounding album that he uses to audition for people to get into records or buy turntables or blah, 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 there's got to be something behind it. And I bought it. It's big band, but it's a little bit, it's not like Dixieland, the shit you find at Goodwill. It's amazing. And I am such a fan of this album. It's one of those times where I took someone's advice, and I'm like, well, this guy talks about this album so much, I got to get it. And I did. It was a bit of a pain in the ass to get. I think Amazon had to special order it for me, because no one locally has this album, unfortunately. But if you're a local record store watching this video, the Pure Pleasure vinyl issue of Duke Ellington Masterpieces, put it on your rack, on your wall. People will recognize it maybe from that video that he made of his top 100 best sounding audiophile album. The video I'm talking about is the 100 top audiophile albums that are still in print. It's a long video, but watch it. There's a lot of good ideas for albums that you may have forgotten about. Highly recommend this one. It is big band, but it's a little bit more than that. I mean, it's kind of like big band is the skeleton, and all around the skeleton is kind of more things to come in jazz. I'm getting to know that Duke Ellington was not just like Glenn Miller or whatever, just Dixieland, big band kind of, like Cab Calloway. There's a lot more to Duke Ellington, which I'm finding out, and that's the brilliant thing about music. At my age, I'm still discovering new things. This was from the 50s, and it sounds that good. Used vinyl, thrift store finds, fucking amazing. Amazing finds. Honestly, this is not the best find, but I gotta show it to you because it's worth a lot of money on. I think I'm looking over here again. It's worth a lot of money on Discogs, and it's one of those talked about albums that's one of the most bizarre albums ever. And I found it finally. I've never seen this before, but it's Webster. Okay, but it's Webster talking about child molestation, of all things. It's quite an infamous album that gets talked about what a bizarre album, but it's Webster talking about molestation. The important new recording that teaches children how to avoid molestation, featuring a special message from Webster himself. Oh, I would fucking hope so. His name's on it. Anyways, I haven't heard it yet. I'm just almost afraid to listen to it, but I will. I finally found one. Canadian dollars, it's worth $30 to $50 because it's so bizarre. There you go. You ready for this? Yeah. Pink Floyd. German pressing. Immaculate condition. Not that maybe you can make that up. Look at that. Immaculate condition. Thrift store finds. I should make a bumper for this where it's kind of like, there's an introduction to my thrift store finds with me singing horribly. Thrift store finds. Thrift store finds. By the way, since I saw you last, I estimate I've probably found about 100 records. And no crap. I don't have room for crap in my life. Insert joke there. I found this, a German pressing of, I'm trying to see if this is called The Pink Floyd. It is. This is back when they were The Pink Floyd. The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. German pressing. Oh yeah, you know what I didn't do? Sorry. That's the sticker. Pure Pleasure. They do an awesome reissue of Quicksilver Messenger Service Happy Trails. Get that one. Get it. It's so amazing. That's the sticker. The seal of quality. Let's get back to this one. I found a German pressing. I think I have about 7 copies of this album now. It sounds amazing. That's what kind of luck I've had lately. And I had a huge metal haul. Well, huge is relative. Let me get it all together here. Well, one is not really metal, but there's one song on it I really like, so I'm going to throw it into the metal pile. Tesla, Mechanical Resonance. Once again on Instagram, I posted a photo of me in the thrift store finding this haul, because you never find a metal haul. People they'll cut your throat if you get to a metal haul before they do. You'll be looking for records and they'll come up behind you with a knife and they'll slit your throat. Mechanical Resonance by Tesla. I already have it, but I'll risk that for this haul. Rainbow, Long Live Rock and Roll. Ronnie James Dio. Richie Blackmore. Cozy Powell. Here's the thing. I'm not a big Rainbow fan. I want to be, and I feel like I should be. I know, they're amazing. I get it. I've never put on a Rainbow album and just been blown away. In fact, I kind of like the Jolene Turner stuff better. That's just me. Ready for this? Black Sabbath, The Eternal Idol. Thrift store find. Brilliant condition, too. These are all amazing condition. I don't know if someone died, God forbid, but you just don't donate these albums, and someone did. The Eternal Idol, hard to get. Black Sabbath, the seventh star. This was originally made as a Tony Iommi solo album. This has Glenn Hughes on vocals, the amazing Glenn Hughes, who is possibly my favorite singer, hard rock singer of all time. I know Paul Rodgers is pretty good too. Robert Plant. Glenn Hughes to this day can sing as good as he did in Deep Purple, and he's the vocalist on this. Like I said, which was made that's why it says featuring Tony Iommi, because that was kind of a compromise he did with the record label. He wanted to release this as a solo album. They said no, we need the Sabbath name on there to sell some copies, and it sold pretty good. In Canada, there's a video for No Stranger to Love, which was on all the time on our video channels, Much Music, on their heavy metal show. I mean, that video was on all the time. Anyways, there you go. Black Sabbath. We sold our souls for a rock and roll. It came with this really shitty cover on it, which I'll be taking off. I just haven't got around to bagging these yet. We all know this, their first original greatest hits album of the Aussie years. There you go. Saxon. Denim and leather. This might be the third time I found this at a thrift store. One of the best kind of, they're in that Motorhead league in my main brain anyways, in my lame brain. This kind of falls into that Motorhead camp. Down and dirty motorcycle rock and roll metal. Good album too, by the way. Saxons are a very underappreciated band in North America. I think they're a little bit highly regarded in overseas. In North America, I think they have kind of a cult following. I have a lot of friends who like Saxon, so in my world, they're kind of. I better hurry up for this rant. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, which was kind of a '90s hair metal soundtrack. We know with Tora Tora, Extreme, Shark Island, bands like that. I've never seen this on vinyl in my entire life. Skid Row, first self-titled album. I have this, but this is a massive upgrade. It's immaculate. Like, it's just, it's beautiful. Oh, I grabbed something else. Motley Crue, Dr. Feelgood. I don't know if I've ever found maybe I found a Motley Crue album in the thrift stores before, but I don't recall because I have so many finds that it just. Dr. Feelgood. I like the album. A lot of people don't. Here's the one I lumped into the metal stuff because it's hard rock and they're kind of this was their last kind of major label album. It's Loverboy, Wild Side. It didn't do very well, but it has a song on here called Love Will Rise Again, which was kind of a video hit in Canada. But and they had another song here called Notorious, which was the first single. Their last major label album in '87. Then they kind of broke up for a long time after that, and the bass player drowned. Go figure. Yeah, it's Loverboy, and they're kind of a joke, and a lot of people just, you can't get away from them on radio, on classic rock radio. But the song Love Will Rise Again is a really good song to me. It's a bit harder rocking than you would think. Anyways. All right, ready for this? More thrift store finds. I found, honestly, believe it or not, live at the BBC. Double vinyl album. Don't have it. Now I do. If you don't, there's pictures on Instagram of me there finding this crap. Beautiful crap. Live at the BBC. And then a beautiful, glossy, like immaculate cover of Abbey Road. Just it's one of those shiny. Look at that fucking gleam. Sorry. Gotta watch. This could be family friendly. I'm sorry. I promised myself I'd stop swearing so much. It's fucking amazing. It's just glossy and beautiful. And it's a I'm gonna guess this is a late 70s pressing on the purple Capitol label. Maybe early 80s. I don't know. Sounds great though. But I love the cover. This is a keeper. Sorry. Sorry to my wife. I'm keeping some of this. Roy Harper. I found this once before, and I've showed you this about a year ago. Roy Harper, who's the man who sang on the Pink Floyd song Have a Cigar. He does the vocals on that song off the album Wish You Were Here. But that's the man who sang the song. And as a return for that, the backing musicians on here, and Dave Gilmour is on this album, and Jimmy Bain from Rainbow. It all ties together. The guest stars, Kate Bush is on this album, Tony Levin. It's just non-stop amazing guest stars on this album, and Dave Gilmour plays guitar on this album. This was must have been 1980. Yeah, 1980. Good guess, Dave, on the Harvest label. Well, I don't want to take it out. Anyways, I love Roy Harper. John Renbourn, The Lady and the Unicorn, original Reprise Records album. John Renbourn of Renaissance, and who else? Was he in Pentago as well? I think he was. English Beat. I'm trying to hurry now. I just can't stop it. It's been good at the thrift stores. What do you want me to say? I'm not apologizing. Robert Fripp from King Crimson. Exposure, one of his kind of 80s solo albums. 1979. Supertramp, Paris, double album. I only bought this because it is hard to find on vinyl in good condition. A lot of people bought it and played the crap out of it. But this is an immaculate thrift store find where it's the first time I found it at a thrift store. And I don't see it very often, but it's immaculate. Dave, be happy. I'm trying to hurry here. Okay, let me just, maybe I'll say some of it for the next video. Because it's just, It goes on and on and on. You know what? I'll show you this one, and then I'll gotta go to my rant. Quadraphonic Mountain, featuring the lovely Leslie West. Quadraphonic pressing. Sounds amazing. They were a lot more than Mississippi Queen, I'll tell you that. Leslie West was one of the most underappreciated guitar players of all time. Just monster guitar player. But I find quadraphonic albums, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 of them a year. And when I see them, I love them because they're so good. They're so good. Anyways, let's do this. Let's do this rant. Am I missing anything? I'm missing a lot. There's about another 50, 60 albums over here and over there. So, cheers. All right. Here's my rant. And I don't know how I'm going to title this video. Probably something clickbaity. I've had an issue lately with a certain kind of turntable cartridge. Kind that I've been buying for the last 10 years. I've been buying periodically, and I've always been happy. You read online issues, so people love them or hate them, and I've had good experiences with, I'm going to say it's Grado. I've been buying Grado Blacks mostly. They're the most affordable ones, but they actually sound great for the money. And there's people on the other side of the fence who kind of hate Grado. So around just before Christmas time, it's, as I film this, it's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Fuck, I hate that. Before Christmas, I bought a backup cartridge, which remained in its box. So I'm going to show you the box now. I'm going to show you. This might be my picture. You know what? Let's do something. This might be my screenshot. I don't know if I want to show the. Oh, I look like I'm high. There you go. I'll make something out of a screen for that. Anyways, bought a backup cartridge. This is Grado Green, and it's the one step up from Grado Black. And I was very happy I got this as a backup because I thought this is the one I normally been buying. I got this for Christmas, and I've been so happy with this. Is the Nagaoka MP? I finally said it right. Nagaoka MP110. My wife bought this for me for Christmas last year, a year and a few months ago, and it's been great. But I don't know if I wore the thing out or what the hell, but it was. I play a lot of records, so I'm not surprised in a year and a half that I wore it out. But yeah, I was starting to sound a little bit clicky, and when needles get to the end of their lifespan. But I'm just going to go buy the stylus for it because I still have the body, the cartridge for it. That's what I normally use. Highly recommend it. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's the flavor of the month." People are always recommending them. Yeah, because they're good for the price. They're excellent. I love these ones. But don't worry, I got a backup. So Grado Green. I got a Grado. I'm set. Put it on. It's playing one channel only. And then the stylus was a bit bent. And this leads me to my story. So I'm like, there's a history of me buying this on their computer. So I call the store and I go down there, and it's kind of a high-end, slightly snooty audio shop. Audio shops that a lot of people don't want to go into because they're, very intimidating. Featuring, $50,000 stereo cables and shit like that. So I go into the store. Never had a problem with them before. And I'll probably go there again. Just deal with someone else. And I said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I bought this before Christmas. I know, blah, 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 blah. I'm not looking for a free one. I'm just letting you know that the stylus was a bit bent. It's only playing out of one channel." Which took me a long time to figure out it was the cartridge. Or it was the stylus that was a little tiny bit bent. And he says, "Well, as you get higher in the tiers of cartridges, the styluses are very touchy and blah, 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 blah." I said, I was being a good guy about it. So I'm not looking for a freebie. I'm not looking for a handout. I don't do that. I don't play that way. Just want to buy a new one, a new stylus for it. and be gone. But I just want to let you know what happened, and just to kind of find out, how many defects come out of the factory that he sees. Got a new stylus. He put it on for me. I'm like, right on, right arm. I got my stylus, got my cartridge ready to go. Hook it up. One channel again. Although when it was playing before, you could kind of hear one of the channels. It wasn't as bad. It was almost, you could almost put up with it if you were desperate, which I was. But this one, flat out, one channel not playing. And I'm thinking, what the hell? So this was about 3 or 4 days of pure hell. I tore my stereo apart. And it's like behind my stereo right there, it's like a spaghetti salad of cords. I used to have them wrapped up nice. Now it's become this will be my summer project, was fixing my cables probably. Tore my stereo apart from top to bottom, and I eliminated everything that could be. I'm looking online. I have this list. Someone online made a list of, okay, well, if it's doing this, then it must be this and this and this, and I'm doing everything, and nothing is panning out to what the problem is. I went out and bought a new receiver, thinking it was my Marantz 1530. That maybe it's blown something. I don't know. But that's another story about it. An excellent new receiver that was very affordable. One channel playing. So here I am. I wasted that much money, and then I don't want to bring it back because I love the receiver. Bought a new preamp, thinking that my Nazz P50, something was wrong with it, because I can't figure out what the problem is. I know you're thinking, hey, dummy, did you think of the cartridge? No, I didn't think of the cartridge, thinking that it was installed, it's good, we're good to go. So I got a new preamp, which thank God someone has bought off me. So I got that money back. But the amp is mine still, which is fine because I love it, and which I'll show in a different video. Finally, it's just days of thinking and stressing, and it's stressing me out. I can't play any vinyl, and it's just killing me because everything else is playing fine. CDs and mini discs and digital compact cassettes are playing well, and cassettes, everything's playing well, and it's just I can't get vinyl to play. I think it's my turntable, doesn't need new cables. Finally, I said, fuck it. It finally dawned to me that maybe it's the cartridge again, which I would never have thought 2 in a row. So what I did, I went online. I went on to our local online ads, and the guy had this for sale. He used it just for 10 hours, he said, and it looked brand new in the box. It was the Audio-Technica VM95E, which is a very affordable cartridge. If you go on YouTube, it has nothing but incredible reviews for it from people who are in the know. I bought this thinking and he was selling it for a good price. In my parts of Canada, these are almost $100, but I think they're like 69 in the States, or maybe less. I don't know. There's the E version. There's one below this, but great reviews. I thought this is cheap enough. I'm gonna try it out, and yes, glorious 2-channel playback, including my 3-channel, because there's a sub. That's not really a different channel. Anyways, different speaker outlet. It worked, and this actually sounds great. It'll do me fine until I get a stylus for my Naga Oka MP110. It was this 2 in a row. I tested the voltage. It's fucking dead again. This Grado, your quality control sucks, and I'm angry about it. I'm not the kind of guy to vent about this kind of stuff or send emails. I might send an email and obviously get 0 response from the company. 2 dead ones in a row. Do you know how much money I've wasted? I should have been an asshole and insisted they replace the first one for free. 2 dead ones. And obviously, honestly, you're thinking, why didn't you just think of the cartridge to start with? Honestly, for whatever reasons, my life is really kind of hectic right now. My mind is almost half here sometimes. It just never dawned on me that it would be the cartridge again. 2 in a row. Dead. Don't buy Grado. I've had great experiences previous. 2 in a row. The quality control is horrible. Now, it could be the batch that they got, but between Christmas and now, they had replenished their stock, he told me. It's not just dead stock sitting around. So this is 2 orders at this one stereo store. Dead. Grado. Don't buy this cart. Don't buy Grado. I used to love them. I would preach about Grado, how good they were for the price. 2 dead ones in a row. I have spent hundreds of dollars now. It's my fault. Yes, you're probably thinking, dummy. If you were in my shoes with things going on, and it would just never dawn on me. Grado, the quality control sucks. Please do not buy this cartridge. Maybe that'll be my screen cap because I'm angry. 2 dead ones in a row. I've spent hundreds of dollars. It's not like I've hundreds of dollars to blow. I do okay in life, but not to the point where I can just fucking piss away money. So anyways, here's my conclusion. That's kind of a lesson for you if you have run into problems I just did. Very good budget cartridge. In fact, excellent. It outperforms more expensive ones. I promise you, I've been playing this for 2 days now. Amazing. Please, if you're looking for an affordable cartridge that punches way above its weight, this one, the Audio-Technica VM95E. If you want to go one step up and guarantee quality control, the Nagaoka MP110 or even the 100, amazing. Grado, I am so pissed off at you right now. I am so pissed off at you right now. And I'm 37 minutes into this video, and I don't care because I'm angry. Hey, Andy, if Andy's watching, hello. Andy, we have to do that trade soon, please. It's my fault because I've been so busy, but I'm ready if you want to do some trading, Andy. A little secret message for Andy. Yeah, a lot of money. But the flip side is I've torn my stereo apart. I've taken some pieces out, pieces that were in between, the turntable, the amp, and the equalizer. I've taken things out to make the signal flow a little bit better, and it's very noticeable. So right now I have a system I am happy with. I will get a new stylus for this one in time. Until then, I can't believe that Audio-Technica sounds as good as it does. It really shouldn't be for the price, but watch YouTube reviews of it and you'll see, like I said, it punches way above its weight. Ugh, right in the nuts. Just right there. I'm going to sign off now. I have a handy remote now to turn my camera on and off. Bluetooth, the magic of Bluetooth, which plays into my new amplifier I'm going to show you guys soon. Very happy with it. I'm not getting rid of my Marantz, by the way. I have a replacement one now, which I love. New toy. I want to say thank you to everyone who watches my videos, and I really do extremely mean that. If you've chosen to spend time with me, bless your heart, and I thank you so much for choosing Nazz. Follow me on Instagram, NAZZ_NOMAD. That's NAZ_NOMAD. From David, from SNFU, not from Grado. For my Bluetooth remote, I want to say thank you to everyone. I hope everyone is safe. Please stay safe. We'll beat this fucking pandemic soon, I hope.